Good evening, everybody. Good evening. RV Debs here, and it is Wednesday night. I'm live. Hope you all join me. Let me just get myself together. All right, that's about it. So I am having a very interesting, good day, and I'm really going through some changes physically. I thought I'd share that with you tonight. There you are. Hi, Sally. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Butterbean. You guys, I'm so glad you're here. I really am. I'm feeling really upbeat. Um, I have changed my life, and I mean it's one day at a time, but I have lost about 20 pounds and keep going. I'm going. Hi, Raymond. I'm doing the best I can. I really am. Yeah, no, yesterday I had they call this when you go on a real extreme food plan that you're not used to, you have like a flu. It isn't really a flu, but you have symptoms of withdrawal of carbohydrates. And I didn't really, I had a very like weak feeling, sleepy, didn't feel hungry. I just didn't feel that good. But I woke up actually that night I felt better. And today I had a good day. So that's a good thing. And I really don't, some people are very negative. One particular person who thinks that, oh my God, I must have lost my mind because I'm not going to eat fruits and vegetables and bread and grains. Each to their own. It's working for me. It really is. I mean, you probably can't tell, but I can. All my clothes are so much looser, just so comfortable. I wasn't even wearing this top, and I am now. Hi, Kimberly. It's nice to see you. Hi, Sarah. I'm just feeling good. It's not easy. Like, there's nothing easy about changing. I mean, yeah, I have been okay. So as far as like my studying it, a lot of people, not a lot of people, a couple of people left me messages like, sure, you don't even know what you're doing, kind of thing. Hi, Callie Cat. Hi, Granny Prepper. Welcome in. Yeah, so I'm on the carnivore diet. It's really, really something that I never thought I could do, but I can do it. And I'm feeling good. And everybody's a little different. People that are on the carnivore diet, some people continually add different things back in, like broccoli or asparagus or veggies. But hi Julia. No, I'm just basically doing eggs, meat, chicken, fish, butter. And I'm learning too because I watch videos of people that how they do it, how they live it. Hi Dana. Can I eat at Luby's? Well, I've never been to Luby's, so I can't tell you. But if they've got protein, if they have fish or chicken or meat, I can eat anywhere. Is it easy for me to go out and eat right now? To see all the food around me? I don't think so. I've been trying to just concentrate of just doing it pretty much by myself. But I'm thinking about maybe with chicken wings. I can eat chicken wings anywhere. But I'm sure Luby's has, I've never been there. If it's a cafeteria, they got to have protein. What else? Yeah, as long as you don't, have the potatoes and the rice and stuff. I've seen one lady that has a channel, and she goes out to meals. and she goes to all different kinds of restaurants, and you watch her order, and she teaches you how to order. So, that's interesting. Like if you go to, I think it was an In-N-Out Burger. Now we don't have that here, but she would just order the hamburger patties, which were only like $1 something, versus a whole meal and just give me the hamburger. So yeah, I haven't had any chicken wings on my food on my diet, but I can do chicken wings, and I can do lamb. I can, I don't really, once you start this, hi there, Debs. I think once you start it, like I started about a week ago, it gets easier and I'm not as hungry. I just, I made a roast, and I just ate few ounces of it, and I was perfectly fine. The one thing I do enjoy is eggs. I like hard-boiled eggs, and I like chopped up eggs with like cottage cheese in it. And you're allowed condiments and spices. Yeah, anything is possible. You can do it if you want to do it. Will I be going out a lot? No, no. But I got to go out once in a while because Sally lives in my area. Another lady, Jeannie, lives in my area, and what do people do? They get together and have a meal. So, I will do that, of course. I'm just trying to stay real strict right now, and I'm never lost so quickly. Order the supreme pizza with no crust. I think there was a video of somebody did that. Okay, the kind of drinks I'm only having is in the morning, I do have bulletproof coffee. It just helps me start the day, and I'm not hungry for a long time. And bulletproof coffee basically is coffee with a teaspoon of butter and a teaspoon of coconut oil and a little, maybe a half ounce to an ounce, I don't know how much it is, of whipping cream. And you blend it with an emulsifier so it foams up, and that's what I'm drinking. And it really does, doesn't it? It really feels. Hi, Carrie Joe. By the way, I see you. Hi, Tart. Yeah, it really fills you up. It makes you don't, you're not so starving. And I don't really, and when I really got hungry, hi, Ellen. When I really get hungry, I know how to come back once it does that, but it just told me it like it just breaks the connection, and I have to reload the page. So if I disappear or it starts spinning, I'll be right back. Who did I miss? Dylan. H. Dylan. Dillian? Is it Dillian? Welcome. No, it's me, Butter. I've been having this issue with my internet for a while. Yeah. Thank you, Dana. I'll stand up because this top in particular, I really wasn't wearing because it was just too stuff. I mean, I just feel better already. I have a long ways to go. I know that. But sorry if I froze up on you. I have really no control over this connection here. It just does that. Anyway, I'm feeling better, and I've got some tops in there that I hadn't worn, never fit me. They fit me, and it can only get better. Hi, Mary Cooper. Yeah, if it does that again, you don't have to tell me because I know it froze, and I'll be right back. I know butterbean had. It's like I'm just eating just the carnivore diet, and very little. I'm like the doctor. Okay, there's a doctor named Dr. Ken Berry, and there's a Dr. Chappie, I think. Dr. Berry says, you eat when you're hungry. When you're full, you stop. And if you're not hungry, then skip that meal until you are hungry. And that's what I'm doing. So, yeah, I just had a meal. But anyway, I'm real proud of my own self, and I am changing my life this year. And one of my goals is when everybody comes back to Texas in the winter, I want to, go out to the clubhouse and everybody say, "What did you do?" Because I want to lose that much weight. And I don't care if my hand my I know I'm going to have hanging skin. That's not a problem. That's just okay. But yeah, I want to be able to walk. I got to the point where I just sat here mostly. And when I did walk, I was out of breath or it hurt my ankles, my knees. Hi, hi, Margie. So what else do I drink? I'm sorry, Raymond, I forgot you asked me. So in the morning I have coffee, the bulletproof coffee, and then water. I drink a lot of water, and I'm drinking LaCroix because you're allowed sparkling water and it tastes good, and I'm good. Now, for my second life people, I broke up with Dalton. Yes. We're no longer a couple. We're not living together anymore. So that's a big news story. I'd rather have hanging skin too, because I felt bloated all the time. I'm starting to feel not bloated. I mean, it's going to take a while. I've got a lot to, lose. Hi, Pearl. Yeah, there's some good electrolytes that are like you can flavor your water if you want, which I'm gonna order too. Margie's asking me about Second Life. Hi, Susan. Welcome, darling. Yeah, I'm still going on Second Life, and Dalton and I are still friends. As a matter of fact, Dalton started the carnivore diet after me, so I hope that I've influenced him because he needed to get healthy too. We all need to get healthy. If you do little studies on the carnivore diet and what happens to people, you'd be surprised. Hi, Jerry. So I'm still on Second Life, and I'm still working with Dalton 3 days a week. And I may give that up. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But I have my own house now, and I really adore the man. I mean, let me tell you, I've never had a closer friendship online with anybody. Um, so in that respect, he's a great guy. Um, the particulars of why it ended, just you can imagine. I don't really know what those crowns are. They came upon us about a week ago or two. So thank you, Pearl. And breaking up with him, I left. So that part. But he deserved me to leave. He doesn't deserve me. And I have a high value on myself. And if you don't, something's wrong. You need to value yourself, no matter who you're dealing with. And I'm just really it's not easy because I really spent the whole year with him. But we just wasted time together. We just looking at each other, on Second Life and talking in each other's ears. And hours would go by and we didn't do anything. Hi, Linda. Oh, really? That's what the crowns are, is how much you comment. Does it help? Doesn't do anything. Definitely, what helps is if you give me a thumbs up, that helps. For some reason, and commenting is helpful, and I really do appreciate any kind of help because it's not easy to create a good flow of any kind of money. Monetary monetization is hard on some channels like mine. There's only one thumbs up. That's true. You are a queen in my eyes, Margie. Yeah, something going. In any other time in my life, if I would have broken up with somebody, I'd have eaten over my feelings. And I haven't. If anything, he saw how good I was feeling and he hopped on the wagon. Yes, thank you for the thumbs up, you guys. So that's what I've been doing. I've been eating a lot of meat, eggs, very little cheese because cheese is very binding and I would get constipated. So I can eat a little hard cheese that you cut, but not like with every meal. It's not. That's what happened to me when I did keto. Keto's a lot easier, really. Keto, you can have berries, strawberries, blueberries. You can have vegetables and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, eggs are my favorite. I think I could live on pretty much eggs and butter. But anyway, I lost my train of thoughts. But I'd like to remain alive and healthy. I don't want to live in a nursing home. I don't want to stop walking and get a walking scooter. I mean, I'd love to. It's so easy, isn't it? Easy to just jump on a scooter. Connie, hi Connie. Yeah, it's real easy to just be lazy, and I have been. And I'm still. I mean, I'm a work in progress. I just lost like 20 pounds. I need to lose another 20 pounds, and I bet I'll be able to walk pretty good. And what else is new? Let's see. Lily's fine. She is on the floor behind me. And yeah. So things are I'm doing okay. I I'll answer any questions if you have them. But I mean, I'm just telling you that it's a great feeling to not be carbohydrate addicted, constantly thinking about what can I have and what's sweet and every day I did it. If I had nothing sweet in the house, then I would eat like a spoon of peanut butter, maybe two of them, and I just had to have sugar. Yeah, I just want to be able to walk because if I'm gonna continue to live, if I'm gonna continue to live and be healthy enough to take care of myself, I have to lose some weight and I have to stop eating all the crap that they put in our food. Anything, all packaged food. I'm just not eating it anymore. So I'm glad I could encourage you guys. Even if you do it your own way. Everybody has some people will not do any dairy whatsoever. Because when they do, they might feel it. They call it inflammation. Some people will do I'm not really doing a lot of dairy, but I had some cottage cheese with my eggs this morning and it just melted in, made it taste great. Hi, Kathy. Thank you. I'm glad you can see it. I feel it. Honestly, I haven't felt, even when I was on keto and I did lose some weight, didn't do as well as I've done over the last like 10 days, 2 weeks. Yes, Carrie, yesterday, it does happen. It's not like sick, like, oh, it's, they call it like a carnivore flu, but it's not really a flu. What it is your body is um, like you would off liquor. I mean, I can't think of the word, but I mean, your body's going through a big change and it can give you a headache and it can give you a very light head, which it did. I had like a little headache, light head. I didn't feel so great. I laid on my recliner for a couple hours. And then that night it got better. So I'm glad. Yeah, it's detox withdrawals. That's exactly what it is. I'm not missing bread. I threw everything I had out. Um, But I definitely there is withdrawals. Now, some people have very little withdrawals. Some people have extreme. It might last up to 2 weeks. To me, I felt better today. I'm hoping that that stays that way, actually. Hi, Linda Metcalf. Welcome. Is Cameo here? Hi, Cameo. Cameo is my, she's like a, Cameo's like a little angel to me. She's been around helping me get through the Dalton thing, get through the everything. Just a great person. Good for you, Susan. Yeah, I'm going to try. It's pretty hot here in Texas, so this is not the time of year that you want to go walking. I mean, a little walk, but no, it's too hot. You sure hide those horns because all I see are little beautiful fairy angel wingies with little sparklies all over them and a sweet face with a smile and rosy cheeks. That's what I see. So I am having a much better day today than yesterday, and I'll be sharing the ups and downs with you guys. That's true, Candy. I am not using really anything to sweeten my coffee. I do have some stevia. I put a little bit it in, and it really doesn't make it. I think the whipping cream really just makes it sweet enough. I don't know. Yeah, so me and Cameo, we've known each other on Second Life. I mean, on here on YouTube since I started, and then she's been on Second Life even longer than me, and she's just really been a friend there, and she knows Dalton. She knows I told everybody that I moved out of Dalton's house. I broke up with him as a boyfriend. As a friend, no, we're still. I've talked to him today. It's not something that I want to throw away, really. I hope not, anyway. Okay, I think I'm back. I had to reload the page again. I don't know what's wrong with my connection, but we've had a lot of stormy skies today, so I'm back. I have a doctor's appointment coming up on the 16th of July, and I will be getting my blood work done. I'm glad I'm back. If that happens, I have to reload the page and go live again. I don't know why. But anyway, yeah. So F5, really? Yeah, I just reloaded at the top of the little thing, and I just reload it and it comes back and finally lets me connect. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know if I answered everybody's questions, but I'm allowed to eat, butter and a lot of people eat ghee and stuff that's animal fat. So I don't know, and I kind of like the fat on the meat. I don't know if any of you like it. I'm not calling anybody right now. This should be this is nothing. It's okay. I don't think they can fix it, but maybe they could. I don't have the oomph to do that. I don't want to call them. I know I froze. I had to reconnect again. Reconnect. Oh, it's a pain. Believe me, it's a pain. Thank you, Moonfall. I'm glad you can see it. I kind of feel it and see it because honestly, I'm wearing these. I kind of hold on to clothes that are tight. Knew that eventually I would be able to wear them again. Yeah, I'm back. I know. When that does that, I have to reload the page. It does take a minute, and then I come back. Don't know why. But it has happened a lot in the last month. And my new stupid phone still is doing the sound bad. I don't know if it's the S25 that does that, but I could be taking video like normal and it sounds like I've left the room for a second, or my voice just goes real low and then it comes back. And this is the second phone. So I don't know what to think. I am certainly going to tell them again. Cynthia's flowers, thank you for that. Yeah, I'm feeling so much. I'm not feeling so bloated. You remember how my right ankle was swelling? It's been fine. It's been perfect ever since. Oh, I'm glad you think so, Cynthia. Yeah, I know, Sharon. I'm gonna be buying smaller clothes. I bought 3 blouses, and they're all going back. I'm gonna get them all in a smaller size. I'm doing carnivore. Yes. Hi, Minnow Fairy. I started about I really started a while ago, like a few weeks ago, but I wasn't doing carnivore. I was just not eating like I used to. And that was like the start. And then I was watching Dr. Ken Berry's videos and other people's videos, learning about it. My dearest friend Kathy, her son Nathan, who's like a son, he's lost over 60 pounds on the carnivore diet. I've never seen him look thinner or healthier, and he's happy. And so him and I talk on the phone now. I don't know, Margie. When I took this camera back to T-Mobile, they messed with it and changed anything they could possibly change in the camera, and nothing has worked. Now I haven't done it with this one, but still, it's the same thing. Yeah, I haven't really been doing a lot of videoing on my, meals and stuff because I'm just learning what I like to eat on it and how I want to cook. What I suggest though, Cynthia, definitely look up carnivore diet on YouTube. Dr. Ken Berry, there's another doctor, I forget how you say his name, but there's a lot of people that have had fabulous results. Not just weight loss. Weight loss is definitely there, but they lower their diet. They're no longer diabetic. Their blood pressure is lowered. Their cholesterol's not sky high like people think. Yeah, if you like listen to some of these people, they are doing really good. And how long will I be on it? I don't know. But I will say that I might add I did buy some broccoli. So once in a while I'm gonna eat a vegetable, but not a lot. And mostly I'm eating eggs, meat, sausage, chicken, hamburger, salmon. Thank you, Connie. I try. That's a nice, pardon me, that's a nice meal, Sharon. I did the keto for a while. If I do anything, it's called ketovore. And the only thing you're allowed on ketovore is just the vegetables that are, asparagus and Brussels sprouts and cabbage and string beans and, broccoli and those kind of stuff. But mostly it's protein and fat. Good fat. Not no vegetable oils, no seed oils. I know that a lot of vegans have, you know, they either are really against it or they try it and then now they're carnivores. So, you know, I've never been a vegan. I don't think I could just eat vegetables, but I do like my vegetables and fruit. And of course I love bread, but I'm not doing that to myself. I don't even want to break the spell I'm in. I really don't. I just want to, live a happy life and be able to walk and take care of myself. And it was getting to those two stairs were horrible for me. And carbs are not good for us. And anything in the grocery store that's got a bunch of stuff in it that you don't know what is in it, don't eat that stuff. You really need to eat clean whole foods, you know. And I mean, I've eaten all kinds of garbage. I don't want to eat it anymore. And I really want this to last not just a week or a month. I just want to live like this. And human beings are carnivores. They do like, some green, but mostly carnivores are meat eaters. That's another thing too, Sharon said about arthritis. I've been watching videos that people have reversed diseases on the carnivore diet. No more aches and pains or swollen feet or no more, horrible indigestion or just so many different things that possible. One of the things I'm hoping is that my sinuses and my eyes are a little better with this. Don't eat Cheetos. Cameo just had a bad reaction. I don't think a small amount of vegetables would hurt you anyway. I mean, if you're on protein mostly and fat, and remember butter, you can have butter. It's good for you. It's animal fat. You can have it. Yeah. Hi, Patty. I do feel better. And yes, I had a rough day yesterday because my body is not used to reversing its burning. Like I've always had put carbs in, and that's what you do. You burn up your carbs and it turns into it turns into fat. It just does. Whereas when you're living off of just protein, you are actually your body's, eating that good fat is helping get rid of that all the bad stuff. I'm not too good at telling you about how it goes. I know this one lady, she's the butter lady. I think her channel is the meat and butter lady. She eats like she'll if she's really hungry, she'll take a bite of butter and it saturates her. And or they take butter and make brown butter and put it in these little like a candy thingy, and you put it in the freezer and you eat that like candy. And it's supposed to be sweet. I showed Nathan what I had for dinner. Here, let me show you what I had for dinner. It was roast, although the biggest portion of the roast I did not eat. It was roast that I roasted, slow cooked, and I only ate about half of it with hard boiled eggs, and they were so good. So good. You can do decaf coffee. This is what you can do what's good for you. If you need to add dairy and you can handle it, you should, because it's fine. If you know that dairy makes you, not feel good if you eat too much, then don't eat it. I'm back. That's too bad that that happened to you, Wade. But I can't say that that is what happens because If you watch all the videos of the people, that doesn't happen. So maybe unfortunately with you it did, and I don't know what what you were living on or how long you did it, but I feel like this is going to work for me real well. I have half that pot roast left. So when I get hungry, probably tomorrow, that'll be a little meal. You probably had a fatty liver to start with. Oh, this is getting to me. I don't know why it's doing it so often, but it just tells me I have to reconnect over and over. You can have as much bacon as you want. There's no weight or measuring anything. You don't have to know the calorie. There's no calorie counting. Thank you, Cameo. So yeah, bacon's on the diet. Sausage, any kind of sausage, any kind of meat, any kind of, now and even Dr. Barry said, if you can't afford steaks, then eat the cheap meat. It doesn't matter. Just make it a protein. I also got a bunch of, not a bunch, a couple cans of sardines. So if I really feel like something different, I can do some sardines. Also, if you're feeling kind of poorly, um, you can get natural bacon too. Anyway, one of the things Dr. Barry and his wife came up with was like a drink that they made with the electrolytes added to it, a shot of apple cider vinegar with mother, sparkling water of some sort, and you can put a couple drops. They have a different way to do it, but you can definitely make yourself feel better. Not all bacon is bad. And even if you eat the cheaper bacon that's got nitrates, it's still better. This is what they say. It's still better than eating all the products with everything in it that you normally would eat and all the carbs. So if you need a little bacon, you make some bacon. Yeah, you can do turkey bacon too. But on this diet, the fat is really good. So it's okay. You can save the bacon fat and make your eggs in bacon fat. Honestly, what I can only say, take a little bit of time to like look up Dr. Ken Berry or some of the other people, and you'll see that they answer all the questions. Like I've been just doing for breakfast, Cynthia, I make bulletproof coffee, and that holds me till really like noon. But you can have eggs any way you want them in butter with cheese. You could add bacon and eggs. You could have sausage and eggs. You can have. I mean, I just ordered a tiny waffle maker. I'm gonna get it, I think tomorrow, and I'm gonna make these egg with a little bit of whipping cream and maybe some salt, pepper, and make like waffles, and then put in between maybe a hamburger or a fried egg and cheese. I don't know. And actually, some people do eat Greek yogurt too, and sour cream. But like Dr. Barry says that sour cream and cream cheese and yogurt, it's not the whole meal. It's just something that you would add to the side. Like maybe you want to put a little sour cream on with taco seasoning on top of your hamburger. That's okay, or cheese. I mean, but you don't want to sit down and just eat yogurt. Yeah, people make bread with mozzarella cheese and egg. So I'm gonna start doing that when I'm in the mood, when I feel like I want something that's a little bit, like a sandwich. And I do like that because I love the idea of having a bagel in the morning with eggs and cheese on it or sausage. And this will be like that. I'm gonna make do. I'm gonna be happy. That's fine, Cynthia. I use heavy cream butter and coconut oil, a little teaspoon of each. Chaffles. That's what I just ordered a little chaffle maker. Not on the carnivore diet. It's you know, I don't think that almond. I don't really know, to be honest with you. I don't. Some people might, but I don't think that's on the carnivore diet. Making pancakes. It might be. It might be. You need to do your own research because I've seen so many channels that show you how to cook different kind of chaffles and protein pizza and all that stuff. Yeah, you don't. If you're allergic to coconut oil, don't do it. A lot of people put in butter and MCT oil. I don't have that. Yeah, it sounds more like a keto diet. I remember the using almond flour. Problem with the keto diet is I got very constipated. I made fake like desserts all the time, whipping cream and eating lots of whipping cream because I could put cocoa in it and sweetener. I don't want to be addicted. Like I don't want to feel addicted to that sweetness because I am, and I don't want to get a little taste of it right now. I'd rather be, just on what I'm on. Well, I love bagels, Patty. So, no matter what you say, I don't want to eat them now. I'm not eating them now, but they're awesome to me. If I was, that's the only bread really I was eating. Yeah, but a chaffle doesn't have to have almond flour. You can do a chaffle with like whipping cream, eggs, seasoning of whatever, bacon bits. You can put a little baking soda and then they fluff up nice. Anyway, I'm off bagels and obviously I don't think they're good for me right now. You guys, I'm gonna end this here because I keep getting tossed off and I think I've told you all how I'm feeling. I hope that you all are doing well and that if you're into the food plan, choose your own, study about it. Go on YouTube. It's got the best of anything you could look up. Sally, we have to get together real soon. I miss you. And I'm sugar free. Yeah, I'm done. I'm over it. It feels good to be released from the dragon on my back, right? You're welcome. Stay with me and let's do this together. Let's get healthy this summer. Hey, Cameo, I'll see you online. Talk to you soon. Mwah. Peace out.